From Manhattan's most deluxe living room, this is Radio Deluxe with John Pizzarelli and Jessica Molaskey.
How are you, Jessica?
I'm fantastic. Thank you very much. How are you? It's nice to see you. You've been all over the world.
I have been. And then I did a week with a newcomer. They were doing a big push for this new singer they have out named Paul McCartney.
Yes, I've heard of him. Kisses on the Bottom.
Kisses on the Bottom. And then I did a week in Japan.
Japan.
And then I was home and I went back, and we were out. We were out in Oklahoma. Saw some of our listeners. There was a man named Corky from Amarillo who's a big fan of the show.
And then we got to go to the gorgeous Fairmont Hotel, the Venetian room.
And I was in Palm Springs for 20 minutes, too. And I met the man who puts our show on in Tacoma.
And so we finally made our way back to our little table.
Should we start with Paul McCartney?
You got to. So, John, explain this. So you get the phone call.
That's right. I still have the message on my machine, but he doesn't say Paul McCartney. He says, "Hey, man, I need you to do this date, man. Yeah, just give me a call. I've been calling all your phones, man." So there we were, and I was with Paul McCartney in the studio in April. Bucky did a date with him.
And as one would only hope, he is a lovely man.
As good as they come.
Isn't that wonderful when someone is your hero and they actually turn out to be a great guy?
And not only that was he a great guy, he was as musical as you would have hoped also. It wasn't sort of like, you realized it's not by luck.
And can we just listen to it a little bit and
Let's
come back?
play some tracks.
I think it's an absolutely charming record.
It's just Paul is his love letter to the songs he grew up with.
And there's something very exposed about his readings of them. Well, here, you listen for yourself.
Well, here is, let's do Bucky first on We Three. This is Paul McCartney from his album Kisses on the Bottom on Radio Deluxe.
We three, we're all alone, living in a memory.
They had every accolade you could hope for except the Oscar, you know? And every time they would lose, they had Alfie lost to like Shim Shim Cherie.
Oh, that's not right.
You know, and then they wrote The Look of Love, and it lost to like Talk to the Animals or something. You know, and so you know they got this job on Butch Cassidy, and if you listen to that melody, that was Bert being Bob Dylan. So I think Bert's original idea was to have Bob Dylan sing that song in that movie.
Raindrops keep falling on my head.
Think about it. Think about it.
That doesn't mean that I'll soon be turning red.
Yeah, I mean, that's him being Dylan, you know. Raindrops are falling on my head. And just like the guy whose feet are too big for his bed, nothing seems to fit. Those raindrops are falling on my head. They keep falling. But I don't know.
Because I'm free.
Right. Because nothing's worrying me. Hey,
Yeah, kind of good.
How did I remember those lyrics?
Yeah.
No, I don't know enough about you.
That's Diana Krall, my personal friend.
I know.
She was texting me from the other part of the restaurant saying, "Is that you?"
That's such a sign of the times, rather than just go and poke you on the shoulder.
Yeah, well, she didn't know if it was me, so she didn't want to. She said I looked like me from the back, which is a good thing.
Yeah. Actually, I think you look like a little like Harry Connick from the back.
Oh, so he's in town too.
He's doing it on a clear day.
Yes, I'm John.
Maybe we can get him to come on the show.
Oh. We're with Stacey Kent and Jim Tomlinson. So you guys have been all over, and you're skiers.
We love to ski.
And you're headed to Colorado to do that?
Yeah.
A lot of skiing in England.
Yeah, great skiing.
Yeah, absolutely. Second only to Holland.
Would you want to sing something with us, Stacey?
You know what? I would love to. What kind of an opportunity is this?
Well,
Of
we had spoken. We saw you with our friend Jonathan Schwartz one night at the Algonquin, and you sang "I Guess I'll Have to Change My Plan," which his father Arthur Schwartz had written, and we thought maybe it would be nice if I know it on the guitar. I guess I'll have to change my plans. Right around
Quite
there.
impressive, yes.
So I thought I would play the guitar and you would sing.
Okay, this is really fun. I had no idea we were going to do this today. Take this opportunity. I guess I'll have to change my plan. I should have realized there'd be another man. I overlooked that point completely until the big affair began.
That was Sammy Kahn and Jimmy Van Heusen's Ain't That a Kick in the Head. Dean Martin on Radio Deluxe. And our guest is Tony Danza, ladies and gentlemen.
Who knew?
I'll give you a quick Dean Martin story.
Oh, yeah.
Because, I got to know all these guys. I used to hang out at this restaurant called Carmine's on Little Santa Monica in Hollywood, and Dean Martin hung out there. And my mother was the biggest Dean Martin fan. And so I figured, get my mother to come out, bring her to Carmine, she'll get to meet Dean Martin. And I did that. And not only did she meet him, but by the end of the night, she's in his booth with him. And my mother says to him, Dean, here you are, sitting across from me, holding my hand and gazing into my eyes. And Dean Martin said, that's America. He's a beautiful man.
Dream of her and Christmas time, from dusk till dawn. So I guess I'll travel on to Avalon, I guess, and Christmas time. Go ahead, bucko. So that should give you an idea what really goes on here on Radio Deluxe. And it's just really, we meet the people as you meet them on the air. And it's fun. When they come into the living room, we just have them sit down and we ask questions and we spin records and we play live music. And we hope that you can join us. And us being...
That doesn't matter.
Okay. On Radio Deluxe.
See you soon.
Oh, I love that. What a treat. What a great song, too.